Welcome, friends. Bill and I are hitting the road for a little fun, so we would love for you to come along, spend the day with us. I don't know, we're going to be up to all kinds of things, and we really want to share it all with you. Some fall fun here in upstate New York, so we hope you'll join us. What do you say? We say, let's go. We're here for a birthday lunch for me. There's Bill studying the menu. Growing up, I always got Mexican food on my birthday, so I'm treating myself to a margarita. I did on the rocks though, Bill, not frozen. Oh guys, I picked up a couple of things on Amazon and they just arrived and it's like 6:30 at night. Look at this. These are vintage inspired, jointed 2 pieces, skeletons. I usually don't do skeletons, but I saw somebody show these and they had them pose like dancing, so they just looked cool. So I'll put those up, I'll show you guys. And then these are what I was really excited about. Shoot, my counter's wet. I don't want to ruin them. Vintage with that like accordion tissue. So I'm going to put those up too. But I thought those were really cool. I can link them in my Amazon shop that is in the description box. And then that way you'd be able to see the price. I want to say definitely less than $7, like $4 and $7 maybe. A beastly creation, made in the USA in Shippensburg, PA. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, both of them. So Beistle, Shippensburg, Pennsylvania is the company. So yeah, I'm excited to get these up. They're called tissue dancers. That is pretty darn cool. Look at that. I like that. That's so fun. You can pull them down longer. That's something, isn't it? Look at that. Can you see? Made in the USA. We just thought we'd run into Walmart and see if there is a large pot for some mums that we picked up for Bill's memorial garden that he did for his brother. $8.78 for these big scarecrows, and for that 20-inch straw bale, $8.78. Well, I'm seeing some Christmas what do you call those? But yeah, you can see they're putting out traces of Christmas. Kind of sad. More Christmas. It looks like they have skipped right over autumn, like outdoor autumn things, because this is all Christmas. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. A little bit of summer clearance there. More Christmas. Oh, for a minute I thought these were $2.88, but they're $21.88 for the camp chairs. So yeah, new. All right, Bill's in here. See if they have anything. No, we don't see anything. All those pots are way too small. Man, I was hoping even they'd have like some Halloween inflatables or something.
Maybe change over to Christmas.
Yeah, they're changing over to Christmas. That's what I mean. This is all Christmas. For the people that do that, like Halloween Christmassy theme, they have gingerbread Halloween themed people for $3. That's reasonable. The rest of their plush is $10, which is kind of outrageous. A lot of their stuff is $10. These are $3. This pumpkin, now that I'm surprised, that's $3, an LED pumpkin made out of bats. These little squish toys, these are $3. Yeah, this is the plush I'm talking about, guys. $10 for that. $10. And $10 for these pillows. Ready to go get our baby girl at the groomers?
Oh yeah.
She did not want to go, guys. Well, I shouldn't say that, but she was particularly nervous this visit. Lots of background noise. When we have Miss Cora, I'll show you. All right, we're almost to the groomer to pick up my baby. Here she is. Look at my baby. Oh. All right. Oh, there's our baby. She's so happy to be back in the car.
It's hot.
Yeah. All right. We'll get you home with your brother and sister. And she got her little treats to share with everybody. Good morning, everybody. It's the next day. I am just making my coffee and breakfast. Bill is still sleeping, but we are going to head out in not too long for a little road trip, a little day trip. So we hope you'll come along and join us. Bill got my little decal on the back of the car, filled with ghouls. I love that. Thank you, Bill. $25, $29, $21. I remember those from when I was a kid. Here's some Halloween stuff. $8 Imperial. That's old. $5. This one's old too. Smiling face man on the moon. What do you think, Bill?
You find a good idea.
For our collection, it is nice. We were on a road trip yesterday, and we went by some outlet malls, and Bill has desperately needed new shoes. So I had wanted him to try these, and he found a pair that he really liked. They're the Skechers, and they're the slip-ins, because Bill is somebody that I swear hates to untie shoes, and he always breaks down the backs of them, and so these are made for that. You don't have to bend down, you literally just step into these. So I think that's really good to help with balance, all things like that. He said they were super comfortable. This obviously is not sponsored. If any of you suffered from the same issues of Bill, then so far he's really liking these. Obviously, it's only been a day, but they're Skechers slip-ins. Now don't get me wrong, they cost $69.99. So, yeah. They were tax-free though, so that was nice. But he said they're super comfortable, so we'll see how they hold up. Here's the box to give you all the info if you're interested. Nice. What do you think?
I like them. I like them enough to bend down.
Exactly. No bending. No busting down the backs because you don't like to tie and untie shoes. All right. Nice. All right, guys. So over time, we'll keep you updated. That way, if anybody has the same issues with Bill, he'll be able to fill you in. But looking sharp.
Looking sharp. Just have to pull your socks up. There you go.
All right, guys, I just got back from the grocery store, so it's about 1 in the afternoon. We have a busy day today with grand pickup after school. So what I thought I would do is throw together a quick and easy supper that Bill and I will just be able to reheat tonight. Now, I'm sure that I made this on my channel once before, but it was probably a couple of years ago, and I know tons of new subscribers. And this is a recipe taught to me by Richard Simmons. It is delicious, it is healthy, it is cheap, quick, oh so easy. It ticks off all the boxes. So I believe Richard Simmons called it a magic puff pie, some form of name like that. I just call it a puff pie, but it truly is magical. While you are preparing everything, preheat your oven to 425. All right, so I have some fresh broccoli that I wanted to use up, so I just chopped that up, and then I microwaved it for 2 minutes to steam it. And then I chopped up in my chopper here 1 small white onion. So that's what I'm going to put in my puff pie, along with a little pepper and some garlic powder. All right, so 2 eggs in the bowl, and then you can just whisk it lightly, and to this we'll add a cup of milk. Of course, Richard Simmons would tell you to use low-fat milk, but make it however you like. Whole milk, low-fat, 1%. I have even made it with almond milk. And then I'm just going to lightly whisk this. To the egg and milk mixture, you are going to add 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And then if you want, you could put in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, but I always just skip that. And then that is all the ingredients. And then you'll just whisk this until it's smooth. It can have a little bit of lumps in it, but not a ton. Okay, so that looks good, I think. Plenty smooth. So now to my broccoli, I'm going to add just some black pepper and some garlic. Bill and I really like garlic. Now I like to use this nice deep dish pie plate because, again, as the title suggests, puff pie, it's going to puff up. So in this pie plate, you are going to put 2 tablespoons of butter and then put that in your preheated oven until it melts. I cut it up for more even melting. While I'm waiting for the butter to melt in the pie plate, I just combined the onion into my broccoli and spice mix because that way it will be easier to put the pie together once the butter is all melted. And goodness, guys, I almost forgot. How could I forget the cheese? You can either use pre-shredded cheese or shred your own cheese. I love to use like a combination of a cheddar and a Colby Jack, but I've used Swiss, anything but American cheese. And so, yes, you will want to put, I like to put a cup of cheese shredded on the top of it. And so I'm going to shred that now, but of course I'm going to show you how the whole pie goes together. And I guess Richard does love cheese as much as me because he says to use a cup also. But hey, maybe we'll do a cup and a quarter. We're going to live a little. All right, I have the cheese all shredded, and I had this one open, so this is what I used. I picked it up at Aldi, the Happy Farms Colby cheese. All right, so my butter is all hot and melted. Do not touch this glass pan. It's burning hot. And now it's very important to rather quickly get the batter into this pan. All right, now you see how it looks kind of with that butter rim around the edge of it? That is important in the recipe. That's going to make like the crust. So don't think you need to stir it up now. Leave it exactly as it is so that you don't ruin it. And now we're going to put the vegetables focused in the center to leave that outer rim alone. All right, so I didn't do too bad of a job. As I say, don't bring the mixture right up to the edges. And you could put meat in this, really any type of meat, any type of vegetable. Just do not add additional liquid, so tomatoes don't typically work. So any type of meat or vegetable that is cooked, unless you really like a veggie like raw and crunchy. Definitely don't put raw meat in it, even if you use bacon, cook it first, okay? But, yep, now we're going to put the cheese on top and get it in the oven. So here we go. Now on Richard's recipe, he tells you 30 minutes, but I think of that, he just says 30 minutes because that's kind of a, roundabout time. You probably know how your oven works. I know how mine works, and so 27 to 28 minutes and mine is done. But you don't want to keep opening the oven door. So if you trust your oven, put it in and don't open your oven door until I would say at least 24 to 25 minutes because you don't want to ruin the magic. All right, guys, and there you have it. Super simple. So I will show you it when I take it out of the oven. Bill and I have been eating this for, oh my gosh, guys, like 30 years. It is scrumptious. I was first taught it by Richard Simmons in 1989. Oh my gosh. So yeah. A long time. So super easy, super delicious. Can't say enough good about it. Oh, let me see if I have the nutritional info written down anywhere for you. All right, guys, I'm afraid I don't have the info written down anyplace. You could perhaps Google it if it still is out there. Richard Simmons Magic Puff Pie. Now that one pie I showed you, it says that it serves 6, and what Bill and I usually do is we both eat it twice, so we get 4 meals out of it typically, but that's because we're being kind of like piggish because we really like it. So we eat 1/4 of it, a serving each. Because you could cut that serving down and then have a side salad or something like that also. Or maybe do some like potatoes with it or something like that. But yeah, scrumptious, scrumptious. Ever since we started making this, I way prefer it over quiche. If I eat a quiche, I feel like a quiche is too heavy, often greasy, just calorie laden. So I'm telling you, this is scrumptious. So maybe you want to give it a try, but I'll show it to you when it is out of the oven. I serve this for so many holidays, for company, and everybody's always really impressed. I'm not kidding you. Tastes so good. Presentation looks so nice. It's very impressive. And you saw how easy it literally was to just throw together. Oh, how I wish you guys could smell how awesome it smells in this house. There is my beautiful puff pie. Look at that. So do you see how it has like risen up and pulled away from the edges of the pie plate? I want you guys to hear that sizzling. I mean, just look at that. One of my favorite meals. So there you have it. Richard Simmons' magic puff pie is all done. I'm just going to let it cool down. I will stick it in the fridge, and then 3-4 hours from now, Bill and I will have supper all ready to go. Probably just, we could either warm it in the air fryer or we could stick it in the microwave. Some people even like to eat it cold, but I mean, I'm going to heat ours up. So, super easy recipe. Since it's October and Bill and I are going to have the puff pie, I'm going to serve them on our Halloween plates. This is the pair of plates that Bill gave me as an early birthday present. I don't know, you guys were with us, what was that, like mid-August at TJ Maxx or At Home, one of those stores. They're all the same, I think. All right, and here they are all ready to go. I reheated them in the air fryer, so looking delicious. Oh, so guys, that serving size is 1/4 of the pie, and so I cut it into 2. So Bill and I are going to each eat 2 wedges. So as I told you guys earlier, we get 4 meals out of it, 2 for him, 2 for me. If you follow Richard Simmons, like nutritional value, he cuts it into 6. So 1/6 for a serving. But Bill and I eat 1/4 each a serving. All right, you want to give it a taste?
I can, but the dog's core is gonna.
Cora wants some. Cora, you definitely can't have it. There's garlic in it and onion.
Love it.
Mr. Bryn, look it. I'm wearing my new Dollar Tree slippers. These are awesome. Yep, and there's Miss Cora. So nice. Yeah, Mommy's got on her new slippers.